Ladies and gentlemen and everything in between, I hope everyone's doing good. And I'm here to preview the Carabao Cup third round game as the Mariners head to Hillsborough to take on Sheffield Wednesday. That's correct. It's a repeat of last season's second round game in the same competition. And looks like Looks like we've nearly sold out our entire allocation. I know Grimsby did receive another load of 2,000 tickets, which sold out before. Obviously, Sheffield Wednesday fans have asked for us fans to not buy anything from the turnstiles or within the club. Which of course we will respect, and fans will not do so, as we know they've got their own personal issues with Mr. Chanzeri, who is their owner, and they are looking to get him out, obviously, at some point, and they don't want any money going, as they say, into his pocket. And they've also asked us to wear the yellow away shirt from last season, which of course we will all oblige, whether we're going or whether we're just watching the game on TV, which I will be doing. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get to Hillsborough due to travel problems, so I won't be at Hillsborough tomorrow night. Unfortunately, I was close to going, but things just happened, and unfortunately not able to get there this time. But I will be watching the game with last season's away shirt on, in solidarity with Sheffield Wednesday supporters. So it's, like I've said, I've already said, it's a repeat of last season's League Cup second round. And if we look at previous encounters, that was the last one, which of course was a 5-1 win for Sheffield Wednesday on August the 27th. And even though we took the lead in that, we were well beaten. Before that, we played Sheffield Wednesday comparatively. The last time we played Sheffield Wednesday prior to that was 2004. When the Mariners got a 2-0 win at Bundle Park and a 0-0 draw that season, September 27th, 2003. So the last time we went to Hillsborough, we got a 0-0 draw. Could be in penalties again. If we look at the overall previous meetings between the two sides, the Mariners have won 7. Sheffield Wednesday have won 13. There's been 25 games played between them, and 5 draws between the sides as well. If we look at the recent form between between Grimsby and Sheffield Wednesday, there we go. Well, the form for the Mariners is up and down yet solid, I would say. Obviously, last Saturday's draw at home to Cambridge. Winning at MK Dons before that, 3-2. Losing narrowly in the trophy to Bradford, 2-1. Losing even more narrow to Bristol Rovers, 1-0 Saturday before. And of course, the result that got us to this third round after a 2-2 draw and a 12-11 win on penalties against Manchester United. In regards to Bristol, there you go. I've just seen Sheffield Wednesday's last result. That's why Bristol came out. In regards to Sheffield Wednesday, they have not been in good form. They lie second bottom in the Championship, and in the last 5 games they've lost on Saturday at home to Bristol City by 3-0. They've lost 2-0 to Swansea at home as well. A 1-1 draw, which got them here. A penalty victory over Leeds United. Why not? A 2-2 draw away at struggling Wrexham. But they did start the season at home to Stoke. And a 3-0 loss there. So they haven't scored at home so far this season. Well, they haven't scored in the league at home this season. They've scored 1 goal overall at Hillsborough this season. So that doesn't really give good reading towards Sheffield Wednesday. And if we look at conceding goals and things like that, you've got 4 goals conceded for Sheffield Wednesday, 3 conceded for Grimsby. This is in the competition, I believe. 11 shots for Sheffield Wednesday, 15 for the Mariners, 10 shots of those on target, 7 for Wednesday, 4 shots off target, 5 for the Mariners off target, and block shots 14 to only 3 for Sheffield Wednesday. The passing accuracy, Sheffield Wednesday just edged that, 78% to 75%. And obviously goals scored in the competition. This is 5 for Grimsby Town and 4 for Sheffield Wednesday. And if we look at the team news, because I did see I did hear the pre-match press conference, and it was basically how are they preparing about the injuries that they're coming on. Artel's basically said they obviously asked him about Zach Gilzenon and Yasin Svan Thorsen, and he said they're getting closer, as is Danny Rose. He's getting closer. Whether, I don't think any of them will be involved. Maybe Danny might have a chance on the bench, I don't know. But I wouldn't expect to see any of the 3 tomorrow, but they are heading closer. Artel did say to the journalist, he did say on Humberside, he did say that he doesn't know, he's not putting any pressure on the physios or things like that. Basically saying the players will be ready when they're ready, and will obviously come back. But they all are working hard. He did like to say, even though it probably sounds like he's dismissing them, he did say, I'm not ignoring them. I understand this. He can't do anything about it while they're on the treatment table. But obviously, he's still talking to them. He's still keeping in contact with them and the physios and things like that. And all that will be dealt with in due course. 1 or 2 might be involved tomorrow. You never know. Sometimes you might also read between the lines, and you never know. So, Sheffield Wednesday are a team that are in turmoil on and off the pitch. But you've got to be honest, they're a good team. They're a good team. They're a good club. That a big club, and they are a big club in the Championship. There's no getting away with that. Sheffield Wednesday are a big club. I know that Giles Coke is still at Sheffield Wednesday as a coach now, I believe. I don't know if he still does his Sheffield Wednesday podcast, but he did do that still while he was kind of here as a player. So Giles is still with Sheffield Wednesday or around Sheffield Wednesday, and that's a link that we've got to Sheffield Wednesday and we'll always have to that. So, but they're a good club. They're a big club. They're going through a tough time. I know an article that was put out was saying that why don't Grimsby Town fans boycott it as well? I did see a couple of our fans say on social media, it's not, it's not our boycott, it's not our problem, which it isn't. But we are, we are supportive of Sheffield Wednesday's plight, and we will support them in, as I said at the beginning of this video, where we will not buy anything inside the ground or any food or drink or anything like that. This is, it is a shame to see what is happening at Wednesday, and you hope as an overall fan that they can get things sorted and start moving upwards again, which is what you like to see. Apart from tomorrow night, of course, when on Tuesday night, where we're going to hope to on the field at least take advantage of the problems, but it's not going to be easy. They've got some quality players there. Obviously, their main man is Barry Bannon, and so they've still got some good players at Sheffield Wednesday. This is, I think this, I'm going to say, is more of a challenge than Manchester United in regards to we're not going to be as big outsiders in this one as we were against Manchester United, but we've got to treat it as just as big. It's people are going to class this as a winnable game. Well, as Artel did say in his pre-match, there's still a championship team. There's still 2 levels above us, so we've still got to play well. We've still got to do the job. I do see maybe a couple of changes depending on, I think because of the quick turnaround, I can see Justin Malazor getting a start this time. He was asked as well about the penalty taker, and apparently they have made a decision. But he was quite adamant in saying, "You'll find out if we get one." We'll see. We'll see on that one. But our performance has got to improve from the weekend, because it wasn't a good performance. It was a great point, but it wasn't a good performance, and it's going to be a difficult evening, I think. But we have to impose our game onto it, and who knows? We could make it to round 4. I'm trying to remember the last time that we made it to round 4 in the League Cup. Quite some years ago, that's for certain. But like I said, challenges. They've got some good footballers at Sheffield Wednesday, and it's going to be a difficult one. And I think Christy Prim must have been goal. I would imagine there won't be much different in the back line. Really, probably the same. Obviously, with Doug Tharm still being injured, so I've got a feeling the back 4 or back 5 or back 3 we play with 2 wing backs, I think that will be pretty close to the same. Harvey Rogers at right back, he's really developed into a very, very decent right back. Midfield, there's no doubt you're going to put Evan in there. You need to put the energy in there. Darrell Burns and Chaz Burnham, I'm sure they're going to be involved tomorrow. And obviously with the injury to Cam Gardner, it probably will be Jays Kabir that starts up front for us, which I wouldn't be against. And, Jays has had a real good start to the season. Okay, he's missed a few penalties. I believe Saturday was probably his worst penalty, if I'm honest. But, he still had a cracking start to the campaign. and he can cause any defence real problems if we can get the ball to him. So I think this is going to be a close one. Do I go in my heart or do I go in my head? I'm going to say we're going to nick this. The performance has to be better. We have to keep the ball better. We have to move the ball better than we did on Saturday. I'm going to go for a Mariners win. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for Grimsby Town. I've got a feeling Barry Bannon's going to come up with something for Wednesday. He always does. Don't know if he's injured or not, but if he's fit, he's available. We know that. But I'm going to go 2-1. And Darragh Burns and Justin Malazor, I think, with the 2 goals. And I think Barry will get probably the goal for Sheffield Wednesday. Any Sheffield Wednesday fans that sort of know their team news, do let me know down below in the comments. And it'll be interesting to see, what are your predictions for the game on Tuesday night? Can the Mariners do it again and get a win over higher league opposition again? Can we avenge the 5-1 loss from last season? Let me know down below what you guys honestly think. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that bell button. That'll let you know when I upload some new content. And obviously hit that subscribe button as well. It'll really help me out. I do appreciate everyone that's subscribed so far. And don't worry guys, I know I keep mentioning it, but lives are coming, I promise you. So they will be coming sooner rather than later. But in the meantime guys, do let me know your prediction. Are you one of the thousands that are heading over to Hillsborough? It's only about an hour and a half. So, and what do you think the score's going to be? What do you think the result's going to be? And will you be wearing last season's yellow, as a lot of Sheffield Wednesday fans have asked for us to do? But leave me your score predictions and your thoughts down below. And I will see you guys, Tuesday night with a review. And we will see what happens when the Mariners battle the Owls in the 3rd round of the Carabao Cup. In the meantime, guys, up the Mariners. I'll see you in the next one. And let's see if we can't make it to round 4, eh? Let's go. I'll see you guys soon. Ta-da for now.